Welcome to the GSL Codes Round of 8. We're going into the final match here before we go to the round of 4, which should be in a week from now.
The round of 4, which right now is 3 Zergs, and I guess I'm going to save it because I think RorO is going to beat MC. So we'll see.
We'll see, man.
Yeah, by the way, someone mentioned 6 cents. Bruce Willis is already dead in. Right?
Oh, yeah, I saw that on my phone on Twitter.
And Armageddon, he apparently
I never
dies
saw
in.
Armageddon, so I didn't know about that.
Well, he's on an asteroid to blow it up, like before it hits Earth.
Okay.
They never found his body. We don't know he's dead.
Yeah, and in 6 cents, he didn't die in the movie.
Yeah.
He was already dead.
And thus...
Apology accepted, Internet.
Just because you say he's dead, he had air in his suit still. Come on.
Gotta go through our challenges with a fine-tooth comb, all right? They never found the body.
You don't know.
He's in a bar on Tatooine right now.
He might be fine. Yeah. All right.
So, Teja played amazingly.
Yeah, he really played very well. So Sulky played well too. Things just didn't go Sulky's way. Sometimes things go wrong, Tasteless, and that's when it seems like I'm cursed.
Life
so
lessons.
We'll see if things go wrong for RorO as well.
Can MC do this? Are we going to have about as balanced as you can get with four slots in a 3-race game?
Well, just think of it this way: if RorO goes the round of 4, you know how many people are going to say like snarky comments about how, yep, Wings of Liberty, this is what it is.
That's right.
But I would love to see MC go through and just kill everybody. Be like, money, it's mine, of course. Always.
Yeah, that would be cool. I would love to see that as well.
Wait a minute, MC hasn't lost a game yet. 2-0 Curious.
Actually, I didn't even notice that until you pointed that out.
Oh, wait, no, he lost 2 games of Curious. Never mind. It was all 2-0, though. He lost 2 games of Curious. But anyways, no, he's done fantastically. He's beaten a lot of great Zergs. RorO, though, best Zerg statistically in Pro League right now. Best player statistically in Pro League. We'll see if MC has the might to take him out. What do you think? What are your predictions?
I'm going to say MC 3-2. I think he loses on Vestige. And, I don't know, maybe Aklon Flats? I don't know. What do you think?
I think RorO's going to take it.
Okay.
And I think it's going to be 3-1. I think MC's going to take...
Which map is Oh, okay. You answered my question before I got it out.
Yeah, that's my guess. So we'll see, but MC, he is someone that knows how to win in any situation.
Wow. Well, this could be a shorter series, as you guys can see.
Yeah, it looks like RorO can't lose in the first 9 minutes.
It's never happened. Yeah. Don't rush him, MC. This is a good song. Do we always play the song?
I don't know. I haven't noticed.
It's good electronica.
It's pretty good, yeah.
So, I don't know what to expect here from RorO. The reason why I'm banking on MC is because every time I think he's becoming irrelevant, he pops back. You know?
Yeah.
And he just kind of refuses to be ousted.
If too many people doubt him. He's basically the opposite of Santa Claus in kids' cartoons or kids' shows.
Wow.
Where, you have to believe it or Santa can't fly the sun or something. No. You have to not believe in MC for him to just crush everybody.
You know what messed me up as a child is when I saw the Peter Pan play, and that's like, just clap if you believe in fairies, and I'm like clapping my hands so hard, it's like this adult's tricking me. I'm like, and that's why I stopped going to plays when I was 22. Yeah, man, that's my story.
I would love to make a play like that. Clap if you believe in fairies. Everyone's clapping. I'm like, fairies don't exist.
It's like, you guys are idiots. Now get out.
Everyone who clapped, out.
I know it's dark, but I know it was enough of you.
All right, here we go, Tasteless. SKMC against Samsung Kong RorO.
Yes. Can you hear me? Okay, by the way?
I hear you fine.
Okay, I think I keep my loose cord in my left ear of my
headset.
You don't
even exist.
Oh, my God.
Nobody
has ever heard of. We had this joke a while ago.
Like I'm a crazy person who invented you. And
no, it was the one that like everybody just feels bad for me because I'm like some crazy guy who, like with a mental handicap, and all these people that show up in the studio are just actors to make me feel good. Yeah. Pretend that I'm actually. Everybody lies to me and pretends to have a TV show.
It's Make-A-Wish.
Yeah, it's Make-A-Wish for me. Yeah. All right. In the bottom right, we've got our Protoss player, the boss toss. He is
SKMC.
Excuse me. Oh, he's kind of a blank face on him.
He's got a haircut.
It looks good.
Oh, he always looks good, though.
And in the upper left, we've got our Zerg player. Is he going to knock out the only Protoss left here in Code S? He is
삼성칸 RorO.
Will he make it? Well, no, I said earlier there's 3 Zergs in the top 4. I was so hell-bent on Polky winning.
Actually,
no,
when you said that, I didn't even correct you. I'm like, well, I'll just let that pass. I'm sure.
We just let everyone tell
majority
on
of our
Twitter that the game he just casted actually did have Tasia win. I'm like, thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. You would never figured that out. I'd have been so surprised in round of 4.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Poor Artosa simply has no idea what's going on at any point in time in these games. Like, right now, he thinks he's in a game of Space Invaders. This guy, poor guy's so confused.
I'm like, he's going down the banana hallway. Will he be able to plant the bomb?
I don't know. Be careful. The hardest part here for MC is when he has to face off against Mother Brain's Frieza beams.
Oh, man. And the hardest part about this game is if you're hit once, you die. So you want to use the Konami code if possible.
Yes, if possible.
Now, be careful. We put blood mode on. If your parents are around, turn off your monitor now.
Yeah. And if you don't collect all those stars, you're not going to be able to get the extra skins for Mario.
Don't forget, the extra 100 coins is a one-up, Tasteless.
Yeah, of course.
Now, will MC be able to gather a fire flower?
Well, the hardest part of all is that if that probe gets one more hit on its health, when it uses its sword, it won't be able to shoot it, you know.
Well, the thing you have to remember is if that probe dies and MC puts in another quarter, he'll get another try with it.
All right, we should probably stop now. I think we've done enough. Like,
I think a lot of people just grab their heads in pain. Anyways, it's pretty standard openings by both these guys so far. RorO should be going for a 3rd hatch relatively soon. And so, you know what? We're actually just going to have to chill for a minute while we wait and see what these guys want to go for.
Yeah, we can't tell you guys anything until the cybernetic score is done.
Yeah, or maybe when it's about half done, if he starts +1, we can start naming builds it could be.
Yep. That's the way it works.
Yeah. And MC is actually a player that's harder to predict than most because with most players you're like, well, he likes these 2 builds. But with MC, it's like, well, he might go DT, he might go 3 base, he might go Blink +2 all in, he might go Blink all in, he might go Immortal push, he might go Void Rays, he might go Phoenixes, he could do anything because he knows how to do everything.
You know, it's interesting as well because he does not seem like he's copying another player ever.
Yeah,
he's pretty much like, well, this seems to be good, and does it.
For a big chunk of his career, he's actually revolutionized a lot of Protoss. And we've even seen that a little bit recently. Like, he's done a lot of stuff with Skytoss we haven't seen other people do at his level, so... Now we'll have to see. Now, he's making a Zealot and +1. So this is probably going to be a 3-base build with a Robo. You can't say 100% because it could be something a little bit more dated, something like a +1 Zealot pressure into DT. Something like that type of build is pretty good. And on a map that's where the 3rd is this far away, a build like that becomes more powerful once again than on some other maps.
All right, we got well, the core's now done, so let's wait. Any second now, we're going to see exactly what he's got planned. Have we actually seen him do the Immortal Sentry push, really?
Not very often.
I can't recall a specific game.
I'm sure that we have, but not very often. So, Stargate and after +1. That's a little bit uncommon because it's a little bit slower after +1, but you know what? He's counting on RorO being really smart. So if I'm RorO right now and I see the speed of that +1 and what he's making, I don't necessarily think Starport here. It's not like it never happens, but you know, he's mixing it up slightly. And this might mean that we're actually going to see like a Phoenix +1 Zealot pressure. That could be.
Well, I can't wait for this series to get going.
Well, you're going to have to.
I guess
because you don't control time, Tasteless.
I wish I could. I wish I had the sands of time.
But you don't, so I guess that's all we have to say
Every time we make a mistake, like when you said that there were 3 Zergs in the Final 4, I use my sands of time and go back. Make a T with my fingers. now.
T for Tases. And we go back in time.
Yeah, when we go back in time again, I'm like, all right. You ever played any of the Prince of Persias, did you?
No.
You know, a lot of people don't know that. It's
sometimes I hang out with Moonglade at events. But that's
he's about as close you've gotten to Prince of Persia.
Yeah.
He is so Prince of Persia, by the way.
Yeah, he is.
Totally. And, you know, actually, a lot of people know the Prince of Persia is actually a really old game from like when we were in preschool. It's actually old.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've heard that before.
It was really good too.
Yeah.
And then the remakes are pretty good. Actually, I didn't. Oh God, I can't remember the most recent ones. I didn't really play, but
Tasteless right now at 52 drones. We actually have a lot of units being made by RorO.
And Lings with speed.
Yeah.
And 44 Lings.
Yeah, no, he's making spores at home and he's going for it. MC sees these units moving towards him and he's starting to get some turtle on. So, you know what? I think he's going to be fine because he's going to have 4 gates and a Void Ray.
Well, the Void Ray is going to be good for taking out the roaches, but what he's going to do is actually tear down the gateway or Forge or Core, just depending.
He knows.
And he's going to send these Lings in. So the Void Ray will not help against the Zerglings. So that's so good. All you got to do is pick them up.
I think actually he's going to hold this with ease. Like he's going to get a couple warpins of
not a good
of sentries. This is actually a little bit too much force fields. I feel like right this second.
I was about to say the same thing.
He should have waited a little bit longer on some of those force fields. But no, that was a perfect hold. He really figured out exactly what was going on and crushed it. And now we have RorO sitting here on 47 drones right now and a ton of units that aren't useful because MC, when you see that many units, he's not going to walk out before he can crush those units while taking his third and or walk out and attack.
Is it possible that the follow-up from this is a Blink Stalker +2 all-in? Because he's actually getting the Twilight Council, but that was a large investment of Lings and Roaches that did not really do anything.
Yeah, he very well may do that. That is a total possibility. Yeah. I think what he's doing, though, and I mean, MC is so good at attacking, he can definitely attack here. But when you've seen that many units as well, you have to wait a little bit longer to walk out, but then you're going to start banking minerals and gas and whatnot. So he can definitely still go into a third base, but instead of just bank stuff, because you're like, well, normally I expand off 4 gates in a robo, he gets a couple more gates, he builds up his tech, because there's no reason not to, and he needs these units. So yeah. I think that's what he's going for. And in fact,
we got the Nexus coming down here now. Good call.
Yeah. So there you have it. He's going into a completely safe third base, and it's going to make it really hard on RorO because MC is going to be able to hit like a vicious 3-base timing.
Well, this is going to be tough. Also note the 4th base here for the Zerg. Whether he takes, he's going to take the left, beat me to the punch, but he's going to take the left. That's very pushable for MC. It's not one of these obscure locations like some other maps where the 4th base is actually in a very obscure location where odds are you don't even attack there unless you're going to harass there.
Do you think he's going to go for Mutas? With the timing of the Spire and all? Or do you think that's just going to be anti-Colossus?
I think it is going to be Mutas. Look how much gas he's got saved up. It's going to have at least 13 Mutas popping out here.
I think it's a really, really good choice. Because
I agree.
He's like made so many units that aren't very useful.
Well, he forced a lot of additional cannons there at the front, so there's going to be a lot. I mean, at the front of his 2nd and at the front of his 3rd.
Wow.
So that's a lot of queens.
Yeah. And looks like they will all go down. Very nicely done. And another base on the way, as well as those 15 Mutas. So RorO is basically double expanding while going Mutas, which is totally awesome. That's exactly how you should do it. And yeah, it's a great choice, man. When you're in this type of position on a map that's as spread out as this is going to keep MC in his base extra long. And that may give RorO the time he needs. And as we saw from Curious the other day, Mutalisk's very doable in Wings of Liberty. It's if you know how to do them, they're still very powerful against Protoss.
Well, Mutas are now out. Now, even if he doesn't do a ton of damage, the Protoss can't really attack out here without the retribution of the Mutas counterattacking here. So let's see how MC handles this. But the trick here for RorO is he wants to get a lot of defense up and a lot of drones up at these 2 expansions, and then have just a massive econ lead.
Look at this, going after quite a few probes here. Doing a pretty good job so far. MC quick to react, but still he's lost 13 thus far, 14 now. The Phoenix is going to go after these Mutas, and that's going to be a little bit annoying. Will he start production again? Yeah, he's getting the Fleet Beacon right away. So he's going to actually utilize Phoenixes to counter these Mutas, and I think for this map and the fact that he already has 5 out, it's a perfect choice.
Yeah. RorO's playing really, really well. And we'll see if he can keep that going. I think MC, one of his stronger points also is when he engages. He usually chops up, dices up the Zerg army, the force fields really well.
Oh, yeah, he's super good at that.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. Hold that thought, though.
And starting to target down these Colossi. No Stalkers anywhere. And that is brutal to lose those 2 Colossi. He needs splash damage against the Lings, and it's just not going to happen.
Yeah. And as you can see now, the Phoenix is coming in here, and they're actually able to zone out those mutas. And MC looking really good here.
Wow.
It looked like that. It looked like the Zerg's army got pushed through a garbage disposal right there.
Yeah. Looks like it fell down a wood chipper taste.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, man. I guess if you make
part of the map
out of Zerglings and mutas right now.
Yeah.
Well, this is he's losing quite a few of the Phoenixes, but he's killing off so many mutas that it's now questionable whether or not RorO wants to continue to go mutas.
We get to watch everybody's income go up as these guys are microing their hearts out. All right, well, he beat that down pretty well.
Yeah. You know, there's only 2 Phoenixes left, but now there's 13 mutas out on the map, so he's still going to be able to get some damage out of this. In the meantime, taking more bases. And MC completely undefended up here. Looks like he didn't expect this. And that 1 Phoenix I don't think is going to make too much of a difference.
Oh, nice. All right, so the mutas are now looping back around here. I got to say, I mean, I know he doesn't have to do a ton of damage to the mutas. The mutas are more of like forcing the Protoss into a position, but I expected him to do a little bit more than this.
Well, you know, the mutas at least did pick off the Colossi. And right now there's only 1 Colossi out, there's 5 sentries, and that is literally all of his Baneling production. And with all the speed on the way, a lot of Banelings on the way, a lot of Lings out on the map, it's going to be hard for MC to ever move out.
And you're attacking in here now, and once again, pretty much deflected. I mean, that's not... The damage he needs to do now, the Lings are expendable. So it's not too much of a huge thing to lose that. What do you think, Artosis? When is MC going to get his 4th?
You know, I guess he'll try to take it as he moves out, but unless he wants to stay on his side of the map, no way to hold a 4th against an army like this. Like, it can be taken out very, very easily. And look
All right, nice. Attacking in here now, and a bad force field, a bunk force field. And it looks like a lot of probes can be hit here. Stalker's doing a great job blinking away.
Yeah, the Banelings dealing a pretty good amount of damage to them, and I mean, RorO, he doesn't really care about these Lings all that much right now. He has 39 larvae built up, so he can remake them easily.
We've seen a lot of heavy muta play in this season of Code S.
Yeah, well, people are finally figuring out how to utilize mutas correctly because, you know, mobility is actually king in StarCraft.
It really is.
The better players get, the more they're going to rely on mobile units, and the mobility of these mutas is frightening. Look at this. They are all over the place.
And the Phoenix is just not enough to cut it.
Yeah, it didn't
and
quite
this Nexus will, in fact, go down. Beautifully done. And I don't know, man. This is going to be very tough for MC to recover. This is 2 bases against 6 bases, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it's it's pretty rough, man.
Boys and girls.
He can make almost anything he wants to kill MC with, it seems, yeah. But this is actually a great moment for MC.
I feel like today is actually a new record for number of Banelings canceled in a day of Code S.
I know, I agree with you completely.
All right. He's regrouping here. He's actually expanding again over here to the center right. I don't know if MC can recover from this.
Oh, look at this. Oh, almost getting that. You know, this is looking like it's going to be a base trade scenario. MC has barely anything left going for him. The thing is, even though his army is super scary, I don't think it can possibly win this over time. You know, he might win a heads-up engagement right this second, but RorO's income is going to allow him to make a lot more mutas, a lot more Lings. He's going to kill the buildings of MCU super fast. In fact,
this is just the point of no return. But let's see what MC can do here.
MC doesn't even have any probes with his army. Yeah, he's going to have a hard time keeping buildings alive. He literally doesn't have the firepower to really kill the buildings of RorO quick enough.
All right, he's barreling in here now and doing a lot of damage over to MC's 3rd base. But again, it's just doesn't matter if not like who has a stronger army, but who can kill each other. Structures the fastest. Those are the win-loss conditions here.
Yeah.
In StarCraft 2, and I think it's fairly obvious that we're going to have to go into game number 2 here with MC down and RorO up with 1 win.
You know, RorO's playing really smart, just making a ton of spines, making mutas, making lings. Eventually, he will wear through MC. MC can't turn around, obviously. I don't know what he's expecting. Like, obviously, he has to stay in this and see if he can do it, because sometimes, you know, your
people make mistakes. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think that there is a mistake big enough.
I don't see a mistake big enough.
Yeah.
We don't have any hidden buildings here for Protoss.
No, he's going to be revealed in a moment, too. So he'll actually see every building and just send units at them. Look, he's up by almost 100 supply now. He's going to have... Yeah, he's going to have almost twice as many mutas as there are stalkers. There's like over 40 mutas. So yeah, MC, he is killing off a lot of RorO, but again, it does not really matter.
All right. Mutalisks and Zerglings now are just going to wipe this out. This game's over. I want to lie to you guys and say it's going to be closer. It's going to come in the last second, but it doesn't, because that's pretty straightforward. RorO dominating, by the way.
Well played by RorO. And we'll see if MC can do better on the next map. He actually had a very nice opening. He did well overall. He identified the attack by RorO. He held off very well. The mutas caught him a bit off guard, and RorO really abused him with that, going up to 6 bases, 5 immediately, and then a 6th, and even expanding down near MC. He was taking so many.
RorO wins this. This would be very fitting for Heart of the Swarm, as now Zerg are dominating in the storyline, just like they dominated in the end of Codex.
Yeah, we'd have 5 Zergs in the top 4 then.
It took me a minute. I was like, oh, he messed up again. No. All right, Cloud Kingdom. I think this is a map MC can win on. RorO cannot win the same way he did on the last map as he can on this map.
Yeah,
he's going to have to do something different.
It's smaller, it's more compact. This is definitely a map that Protoss is feel more comfortable on than Belshire Vestige. So
sure,
we'll have to see what MC wants to do. He could do like a 2-base push. They're okay here, but I'd love to see him go into a later game, because I feel like just the architecture of this map, he can do a great job doing that. All right.
So it looks like we're going to get this game going now. It's loaded up. These 2 Titans, one a legend from the get-go, another one a Kespa Zerg. Those Kespa Zergs, man, they are so good.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so get ready for game number 2 between MC and RorO here at GSL.